5 years after gaining its independence, South Sudan is racked by civil war that has caused more than 1 million people to flee the nation and left most people on the brink of starvation. The East African nation is experiencing ethnic cleansing in several parts of the country, according to the UN. Investigators say rape and sexual violence have reached epic proportions. The UN is urging the international community to put sanctions and an arms embargo in place, in addition to deploying thousands of peacekeepers to avert catastrophe. And according to the Vatican, about 40% of the population in South Sudan is Catholic, and the church is playing a critical role in trying to resolve the deep-rooted political and ethnic divisions.
It's challenging, it is desperate, but I still have hope. I've not lost hope.
Bishop Eduardo Kussala is from the Diocese of Tombora-Yambio. A group called the Sudan Relief Fund works closely with him to bring food, safe drinking water, and medical attention to his people. Bishop Eduardo Kussala is taking over in January as the president of the Conference of Bishops in Sudan and South Sudan. He joins us now. Your Excellency, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Give us an idea of some of the challenges and horrors that you have seen on the streets of your city.
Yeah, the challenges of the two countries is because of the civil war in different parts of those two countries, where between the armed groups, those who fight are the innocent, the civilian who are in the middle, and they take the impact of the war.
What have you seen?
I've seen people dead. I've seen people fleeing their own homes. I've seen people leaving the country and becoming refugees. And I've seen people hungry. And I've seen properties destroyed.
And what I understand,
I've seen hopeless youth. They don't know what comes next. I've seen people traumatized, and I am also traumatized by the problems then in the
I'm
country.
sure you are. So
Yeah.
even though you are traumatized, you have risked your life meeting with rebels in order to bring together peace. Tell us about those negotiations and what you were able to accomplish.
In fact, when you are before problems, and then God provides you the courage, He gives you the wisdom, and He gives you the energy to go. When we got into this problem, that young people went into the bush and who were soldiers with guns, and the other side is the government. The civilian and community was terrorized, was scared.
And you went in.
And yes, we have
and
to
what
choose.
did you do?
What we did after we had to request the government to give us the permission to talk to those young people, to those men in the bush, we have to go to meet them. We tried to go to meet them. And the first time, we didn't know what we were going to meet. And we met people with guns. And
Were you
twice,
scared?
Sure, of course, we were scared, but I have to take courage because I was the leader of the group. We were all together, Muslims and Christians, as an interfaith, and to go to meet these people in the bush.
And you were able to, from what I understand, convince about 1,500, 1,400 soldiers to stop fighting.
About over 3,000.
3,000.
Over 3,000.
Stopped fighting, and there's still a civil war going on. Some of the things that you were able to, through your courage, stop happening were some of the rapes. 70% of the women in your capital city in South Sudan have experienced sexual assault since the civil war began. And it's just staggering. How do women protect themselves? How can you help them?
I think here we speak about it. The only way we can help, the church has a moral voice. We speak, but guys with guns, people with guns, there's nothing you can do, and they can do what they want at the point or at the gun point. And that's why women and old people fall victim to that.
Bishop Eduardo Kussala, thank you so much for telling your story and for joining us.
Thank you, Dan, for giving me this opportunity to be here. And I ask God's blessing upon you. And I ask the people of God in this beautiful nation to pray for us, to pray for peace in South Sudan and Sudan, in Africa, and in all over the world. Thank you for hosting me, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And if you would like to help, please visit SudanReliefFund.com. You can find more information on EWTN's Facebook and Twitter accounts.